Righto, welcome back to the Classic here, the Nutrien Classic, and we're lining up with the Standardbred Rehoming competition. The Campdraft competition, or the Campdraft leg of the competition, is on this evening, and we're here to carry out the draw for that competition. We're welcoming with us today Mr. Peter Nugent, the chairman of Harness Racing New South Wales Rehoming Company, and Mr. Andrew McDonald, the CEO of Ringers Western, the sponsors, very important sponsors of our event here for the Rehoming Standardbred horses. Righto, let's get underway and carry out our draw. And Andrew, would you like to draw out the first name for us and let us know who that is?
No worries. It is Wyatt Young on Fleetmaster.
Righto, and Peter, please, if you could draw out our number for us.
It's number 1.
There you go, Wyatt Young and Fleetmaster. Fleetmaster, of course, Wyatt's had that horse, came straight from Newcastle, only raced in Australia on a few occasions, 5 occasions indeed, raced here in Australia, came from New Zealand, Fleetmaster, and out here, raced back in just August, so he hasn't been long off the track, so it'll be good to see him out here in the Campdraft at number 1 tonight. Righto, Andrew, number 2.
Is Megan Hopkins on Tolhurst Cash.
Great work, Megan Hopkins, Tolhurst Cash.
And number 3.
Number 3. Megan Hopkins out at number 3 with Tolhurst Cash.
And then we got Scott Brandy on DeCaesar.
Scott Bandy, DeCaesar, the Julius Caesar horse.
Number 7.
Out at number 7, I tell you what, Scott Bandy, the very last horse, he gets the opportunity to really pick things up right at the end, Scott Bandy, so that'll be an interesting one to watch.
Ian Laurie on Lombo Paper Talk.
Lombo Paper Talk, of course, the only horse out of the 7 horses that are in tonight that has actually been to a competition draft. 3 times that horse has attended competition drafts, and indeed once at final finished 7th already. So the only horse, where is it, Peter?
Number 2.
Out at number 2. So Ian Laurie and Lombo Paper Talk will be out at number 2.
And then we got Brett Welsh on Mondo Sports.
Brett Welsh and Mondo Sports.
Number 6.
There he is at number 6. Right down the order. He gets to watch plenty of what's going on there. And Mondo Sports, of course, was from locally around these regions, from the Tamworth region. His most recent owner had just kicked him off. Used him for her training and driving debut, and drove him as her very first winner. So a local contact here for the Tamworth region anyway.
Then we got Michael Wilson on Monfeith.
Michael and Monfeith.
Number 5.
Number 5, out at number 5. Monfeith, owned by Bill and Joanne Anderson, and we thank you for loaning him to us for this competition. He's the wild card entry. He's not for sale, Monfeith, and certainly Michael Wilson's been out doing a wonderful job on that horse. If you've seen him over the last 2 nights, he's really been able to turn it on in the main arena, so it'll be interesting to see what can happen in the Campdraft arena.
And then lastly, we got Emma O'Shea on St. Brenny.
Last but not least, number 4.
And number 4, the lucky last. So Emma O'Shea and St. Brenny, I tell you what a fantastic. They well and truly took out the competition last night, and the crowd agreed with that for the utility class. So thank you to each of our people that have turned up here this morning, our sponsors in Andrew McDonald from Ringers Western, the New South Wales Harness Rehoming Company with Peter Nugent, and the riders that have come along to join us here this morning to watch the draw. We're really excited to see this competition take place tonight immediately before the Classic. Watch out for it. We'll see you tonight.